Hello everybody, Slim Kirby here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Mega Man 3. We are actually on the finale today. We're going to go straight from here to the end of the game. Reason being, the Dr. Wily stages are the easiest of this entire game, believe it or not. So yeah, Doc Robot stages, those were the most difficult part of the game. Afterwards, you have a very, very easy ride to the end. Almost a bit too easy. I was kind of questioning just the random difficulty in this game, but at the same time, I mean, I also had a lot of fun with this game too, so it's like, even though it's all over the place, you still have a lot of fun with it, and I think that's honestly a good thing. I mean, I'm glad I'm having fun with this game. That's all I want to have when I'm playing a video game. But, you know, I did question the difficulty at times, and it did make me wonder a few times, why is it like this? Also, I guess I didn't need Rush Coil at all for that. Okay, looks like we need Rush Marine for this. Alright, we can do that. We can turn our faithful dog into a boat, a submarine. I don't know if it's inhumane or not. He doesn't seem to mind. Plus, he was, I guess, kind of programmed for this kind of work. Also, remember what I said earlier about, well, these walls? Hardman's weapon to the rescue. It's the crash bomb of this game. As you can see, they really hand you the power-ups here, even the E-tanks, and in a way I can see why, because a lot of people probably used a lot of their E-tanks in the Dr. Wily, or the Doc Robot sections. But still, it's like, my god, they give you a lot of them. Seriously. Also, let's use Rush Jet to get this last one. I know it's just an E-tank and I have plenty of them, but I don't care. I would rather be safe than sorry. You guys know me. With that being said, though, I mean, this is still somewhat difficult. I mean, it's not going to be, like, incredibly easy. It's not like fighting Top Man. But, you know, it's still considerably easier than the Doc Robot levels, at the very least. Also, I think I'm just going to go over him. I have plenty of Rush Jet to go around. Let's just skip over you. Didn't see you. Didn't see you at all. Oh, look at this! Nope! I'm sorry, I like video games. I'm not gonna stress myself out on something stupid like that. No way in hell. But we have our first boss here. Not really sure what this guy is, but apparently it's a turtle creator. And all we gotta do is just destroy these guys. I think this guy's called the Kamagoru Maker. I think these guys are supposed to be called Kamagorus or something. And that's really about it. That's all she wrote. Very simple boss. Very, very simple. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Oh, this looks somewhat inviting, maybe, not really, kind of. Also, save those weapon energies down there because of the boss of this level. You may come to need those when you respawn, because this is one of those bosses where if you die, you go instantly back to the very beginning of the stage. As cruel as that might sound, it at least makes sense in this case. And I'll get into more why it does in a minute. First, we're going to despawn some bees. So for this level, we're going to be using, once again, the Rush Jet. And I'm going to ignore the weapon energy as much as possible. I'll grab some of them, but I won't grab all of them, because if we die here, like I said, very beginning of the level, I may not need that, though, because they did give us considerable amount of E-tanks here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and use one. But let's do it. Let's take on this boss. This hallway look familiar? It should. Yellow Devil, that's what we have. The Yellow Devil is back. He looks a little different this time. But he is still quite as challenging, and he has a different pattern from before. Plus, you also have the slide ability, too, so you can also mix it up in terms of how you avoid his attacks. But yeah, that's a big problem right there. So yeah, let's go ahead and cut back to when I attempt him again. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, dang it. I feel like after the first phase of this guy, he's really not that bad. This is where things really get difficult, because the pattern of those things is really, really weird. Or not really the pattern, but the hitbox. I don't quite understand it myself. But once you have a feel for how this guy works, it's really not that bad. I'm gonna go ahead and use an E-tank right here just in case. Theoretically, I shouldn't need it, but I don't want to be here all day, guys. I really don't. But yeah, I feel like this guy is definitely more manageable than the Mega Man 1 variation. And there we go. That takes care of him. And see, that's already 2 stages done, and I believe there's only 4. And the 4th one is the robot gauntlet, so we are almost done. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Okay, what to see? Oh geez, this looks kind of interesting. I'm not gonna worry about it though. Let's not worry about weapon energy if we don't need it. I'm not sure if we need it though. That's kind of a problem. Oh boy! Look, it's Shadow Man Stage Part 3. I'm totally grabbing that. I don't care what the game says. When you give me a 1-up like that, of course I'm gonna take it. I'd be crazy if I didn't take it. For this next fight, you want to have, I believe, Search Snakes, which I have plenty of, so I'm not gonna really worry about this. Let's fill up Hardman. I could make a very terrible joke about how we're getting hard again, but I kind of made the joke just by saying that. Oh man, I hate these things so much. They're so big and they take up almost the whole screen. That's right, I'm talking about you. Oh god. This, yeah, this doesn't look friendly. Although we are playing a Mega Man game, friendly is definitely not what they're going for. Also, wow, really? We're at the end? This was, kind of a short stage. Kind of a little bit. We also get some nice little tools right here. We get health and small energy. Well, hot damn. Aren't we the luckiest guys in the galaxy or something? Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our search snakes. Where's... No, there he is. Okay, I was already on him. My bad. This boss is... Holographic Mega Mans! Why are we not doing damage? That's kind of weird. Kind of weird. I wasn't doing damage at first for some reason. And I'm still not. Why is this being very selective with the damage I do? That's really, really weird. Let's try again. There. Okay, there we go. For some reason, I wasn't hitting them in some places. That's kind of weird. Not sure I approve of that. Well, either way, we're done, and we can start filling up for the final battle here. Don't have a lot to fill up, honestly. Oh, jeez. What do we have here? Hey! That hurt. I don't throw stuff at you very much. I think it's also advisable to fill up Rush Jet at some point. So I might do that with the bottom energy down there. It's not a major requirement by any means necessary, but I think it will make your troubles a lot less during a certain point. So just do yourself a favor and do it, honestly. There's really no excuse. What is this thing, anyway? Looks very, very weird. Plus, it keeps throwing things at me. Stop it! I don't throw stuff at you or your mom. I like to think I'm above that kind of behavior. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and E-Tank again. I don't think we really need to worry about this next section, because this is the complimentary boss rush, as you guys probably come to expect from these games. Let's move clockwise, or yeah, let's move clockwise this time. First up, we have Snake Man. We need to use Needle Man on him, which we actually didn't have during our first encounter, which honestly it makes this a lot easier now that we can use it. Next up, we have Sparkman. I believe, yeah, Shadow Blade, that's what it was. Oh, I wasn't actually, I was low on his weapon, too. There we go. Next up, we have Shadow Man. Give me that top spin. There is kind of a glitch with top spin where if you keep holding the button as you're hitting Shadow Man, you'll actually lose more weapon energy. So you can essentially lose all of your weapon energy just in Shadow Man. Thankfully, that didn't happen, so I can move along without any issue. Okay, next we have Top Man. His weakness is actually Hard Knuckle, which we actually didn't have during the original part of the playthrough, so we could use that right here if we wanted to, or we could go a different route and just beat him normally, which I'm honestly thinking about doing. I mean, he's really not that hard. His frickin' timing aside, though. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, who do we have next? Next we have Hardy. We have Hardman. Hardy Hardman. Why do I like saying his name so much? Hard Knuckle actually works on this guy too, so if you want a different weapon to use, Hard Knuckle is totally viable. I am not going to worry about that, though, because he is dead. Alright. I think he's like the hardest one, honestly. Let's go ahead and use another E-Tank while we're here, just in case. Only I got 3 more. First up we have Gemini Man. This means Search Snakes. There we go. Takes care of him. I think we just got Needle and Magnet left. Magnet should be the easiest one. Now that we kind of know what we can do for this fight. Sparkman. Go ahead, very quickly use energy. There we go. And finally, Mr. Needle himself. Needleman! Where's Gemini? Use that for him, honestly. Right, the way he works, you gotta wait to use his weapon. Frickin' ricochet action here. Come on. Die. Take that. And with that, we're ready for Dr. Wily himself. As usual, his fight is going to be multiple phases. Hard Knuckle is going to be your biggest weapon of doing damage to him. You can also use Spark Shock for the first phase. Search Snakes are okay if you can find a way to hit them. Even Magnet Missile's not too far-fetched. But you just gotta really, really know what you're doing in this next part. So just be careful. Refill your weapons if you need them. I'm actually going to refill Spark. I think Spark's going to be kind of helpful here. So I'll focus on refilling that. And like I said, Rush Jet, that's going to be a hidden tool of helpfulness during this next part. So, let's go ahead and get ready, get Hard Knuckle ready, and let's get started. Oh, that's actually the end? Oh, I guess we have another stage to do. That's fine. I don't object to this. We can do another stage if we want. God, giving me free lives. This game is being very generous. Let's fill up Top Man too. There's something else I want to show when it gets to that final phase of the final fight. Okay, here we go. Let's get this going. Oh geez, what's the meaning of this? This looks kind of interesting. Looks like I'm going to be aiming for that cannon under the ship. I gotta jump a little bit, though, to hit it. I can't just stay on the ground with it. There we go. There's the first part of this fight done. Let's go ahead and use another E-tank. Getting ready for this. Here's where Rush Jet comes into play. Sorry if you hear a dog in the background. Not much I can do about that. And there we go. That takes care of Wily for right now. But there's still the question... What the? His head's a spring? That's not good. Okay, it's not over yet. We have one more thing to do here. Once again... Gonna go ahead and refill Hardman just in case. That would be a good weapon for this next part. Go ahead, use this to get nothing really that helpful. Let's just rush jet these things. Speaking of rush jet, we'll use it to grab these other things up here. And what do we have in this hallway? We have Gamma, the giant peacekeeping robot. There is one way you can go about fighting this guy. Make sure you get up here. Equip Hardman's weapon and, well, start firing. That's really all this fight is. He doesn't even have very many projectile attacks. Next, grab your fabled top spin. Look how much damage that did. He is almost dead already. You can actually technically kill him with that blast if you're lucky enough. Unfortunately, I was not so lucky there, but you can do so much damage with just one ability, and with this... Oh damn, he's still not dead. No matter, I can finish this off. I don't think I'll even need to use an E-tank really, so... Let's just grab it one more time. There we go. And now we can watch the epilogue of this game unfold. Dr. Wily once again begging for forgiveness. Unfortunately, though, the destruction of Gamma is taking its toll on us. But a ninja from the shadows comes to save us. Mega Man, you've regained consciousness. I found you lying here when I arrived. I wonder who brought you here. This whistle, it must have been Proto Man. I'm trying to mimic Dr. Light's voice from, I think, it's either Mega Man 7 or Mega Man 8. I think it's 8. And, yeah, we start to learn about Proto Man, who is actually Mega Man's bro. He'll surely come back in future games. But yeah, we take a look at all of the Robot Masters from the past, including the ones from the present as well, as we end this game. Mega Man 3, like I said before, I think it's the most, like, out of whack when it comes to difficulty. Starts off perfect, then gets an insanely hard difficulty spike towards the more difficult side of things. and then becomes really, really easy at the end of the game. Not really sure what they were going for with that, but who am I to complain? I don't know. But yeah, with all that being said, though, I really like this game. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's definitely one of my more favorite games of the series, and I really like the next 3 installments, too. I love Mega Man 4, I like Mega Man 5, and I really love Mega Man 6. So I think that the series it kept going. The good quality honestly kept going. I feel like the first dip in quality is probably Mega Man 7, but I don't necessarily think it's a bad game. It's just I haven't had a lot of experience with that one yet, so... When I finish the original 6, there's probably going to be a break in between 6 and 7, because I need to get more familiar with the 7th game, and the 8th game for that matter. 9th and 10th shouldn't be too bad, because those go back to the interface that's in these games, but I need more experience with the other 2. But with that being said, I do really like it. I feel like this game introduced a lot of really good things. The slide is very helpful for dodging strikes and abilities and stuff like that. They did kind of make the Rush Jet very overpowered, and they actually fixed that in future games, so it's not going to be as overpowered, thank God. But you know, they were experimenting, and I can see how that would be broken and what they were going for, nonetheless. But again, a lot of really good things were introduced in this game, and I think it makes this game possibly one of the greatest of the series. So, once again, I think I am going to go ahead and continue on with the series. Mega Man 4 is next. I should be about ready to start my old projects that I've kind of left on hold for a while. And if so, after Mega Man 4, I'm probably going to stop with Mega Man for a little bit. Just a little bit, though, not too long, so I can finish up Super Mario Sunshine, Walking Dead, all of those projects, and then I might go back to Mega Man, do 5 and 6, and then leave it at that. But for now, though, I'm going to go ahead and move on to 4. I should be ready to continue, though, with my current projects if I'm not already starting them. So 4 is going to be the last for a bit. So, yeah. This has been Slim Kirby. Hope you guys enjoyed Mega Man 3, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.